I'm not sure that consumers talk about indie spaces quite the same way in other arts as they do in writing, and I'm not sure where that comes from, because it's like if you talk about indie music, for example, no one ever really says that indie musicians aren't professional.
Exactly.
So, so I'm not really sure where that comes from. Um, but it's definitely shifting, where we are proving by working our asses off that the stories that we tell are maybe a little bit outside of the box, but they're certainly, you know, we're working really hard to make professional quality products that can really resonate with people. Yeah, so I'm delighted to be part of the crowd shifting and gaining popularity and gaining respect, and it feels like a really cool space to be in, where we get to experiment and try things out. Um, and if ideas don't work, we just keep rolling, and we can shift and pivot really fast, and we can um, try some really wild things, and just kind of, be the crazy art kids. So I'm totally off the rails here. So many
No, it's all
distractions
good.
in this house. But yeah, I think I'm really excited to be part of it, and it does definitely feel like we have. I don't want to say more freedom, because it does feel like mainstream at SFF is doing some pretty cool things too in tandem with us, and it just seems like the two crowds are kind of feeding off each other a little bit in a really cool way, where it's
Hmm.
like indie tries something and it gets some attention, so trad pub goes for it, and then trad pub is off into some new ideas, and the indie crowd sees it and goes, yeah, that's a good idea. And so it doesn't necessarily ever feel like we're totally in competition. It feels like we are bleeding together, and there's more and more writers that are doing both, where they have their contracts with the big house, but they're also self-publishing their own stuff. So it feels like more a more connected industry than I think I
Hmm.
was aware of before I got into it. And yeah, it's exciting to see more respect.